Alright guys, so right now we're going to be making a Smash Ultimate tier list. Doing this in my free time. I gotta go back to school in about 15 minutes, but we're gonna do this real quick. So let's just start off. Byleth, I don't know why, whatever. Male Byleth ugly, but whatever. Byleth, solid what? C tier? Maybe B tier. No, I'm gonna go C tier because they're really slow. And if you can kind of just avoid Nair, since it's not technically safe on shield. But then if they start pressuring your shield, mainly the thing that's going to hold this character back is just overall speed. If a character has really good speed, or airs, oh my god, I can't talk. They have really good air mobility, and they're just really fast in the air, and they can move a lot, air acceleration and stuff like Mario. Like Mario's going to outrange his Nair and then whiff punish, right? Stuff like that, characters that can do that. So basically the majority of like top tiers and A tiers, right? They're going to be able to do that. So that's why he's going to go in C tier, mainly for his slow, but his disadvantage is pretty scary. Up B combos are pretty crazy. Anyway, moving on. Chrom, A tier. Easily an A tier character. That's super. Actually, hold on, let me rename these while I'm here. High tier? Best. Okay. D tier is going to be just low tier. And this one is worst of the worst. There we go. Now that we have that done, Chrom, easily a high tier character. Good frame data, good combos, speed, he's really fast. The main thing that holds him back is honestly just his recovery. And yeah. Let's see what else we got here. We got Corrin. I'm gonna use male Corrin. I think Corrin is honestly mid tier. Character doesn't really offer much in terms of like combos and whatnot, and their neutral is like just pretty average. They don't really have any good moves. They have like side B 2 frame and other stuff like that, like neutral B and edge guarding, and they can't really edge guard honestly because the only move they can edge guard with would be back air because all their other moves are bad. Like fair, it sends them up. Like I don't know why it sends them towards the corner. It's really weird. But it combos at low percent. You can do like Nair, or not Nair. You can do like falling, or no, yeah, you do fast fall fair, rising fair. Then you fast fall the rising fair, and then you do an up tilt. And then you can just react to whatever they do after that. So maybe you might get a grab or a dash attack. It's like a 38% combo, I think. Might be a little more. They have the character has combos, but it's very mediocre, if I'm being honest. Just pretty average. Doesn't offer anything that other sword characters don't. Daisy, I'm gonna put Daisy here. And not Peach because I don't like Peach. Dark Pit. I think Dark Pit is obviously. I think the pits, both of them, are actually high mid, honestly. Dark Samus, comparable to Samus, except Dark Samus actually has a slightly bigger hurt box, but a longer roll. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember if it's up smash. I don't remember which one, if Dark Samus or regular Samus has stronger up smash, but they're both high tier, basically the same. Diddy Kong, easily high tier. If you've seen what Tweak's been doing, I think the character just has a lot of layers of depth, and there's just so much you can really do because of like how good the frame data. Obviously Diddy struggles to kill without Banana, but Banana alone carries this character, and even if they don't have Banana, they can still combo you pretty good. So yeah, Diddy, high tier. Donkey Kong? I wanna say mid. Oh, that looks weird. I wanna say like mid tier. I don't know about better than these characters, but there. Actually, hold on, let me add one. Echoes. Let's make this like this and make it echoes. Let me just put this guy here. Duck Hunt? I think Duck Hunt is like, at the moment, I think Duck Hunt is just mid-high, or not, well, you know, they're just a high-mid character, because the only person or player that really does good is like, what, it's Raito, right? Raito is the Duck Hunt player. He's like the only person who's really putting in results with this character, and everyone just makes the character look average. But the character, like, Duck Hunt's fast. They do have like some pretty interesting combos that you can do. You know, frame 1 combo breaking can. It's kind of annoying. But the recovery is so bad. It has no hitbox, it doesn't go that far. And it's just overall a bad recovery in general. Like, there's just, as a recovery, it's just bad. As for Cloud, I think Cloud is also high tier, but more on the lower side of high tier. You know, safe aerials, out of shield options. It has decent juggling. They can't really edge guard, but they also have limits, so they in a better neutral than most characters. So they don't really need to be able to edge guard, but they can still get like 2 frames with rising down air off ledge and stuff like that. As for Dr. Mario, he's going in worst of the worst. He has like Pill, but the Pill doesn't actually have that much hit lag, or hit stun. So so you have to like be right behind the Pill to get a follow up. And, yeah, it's just, he's bad. If you parry his options, none of them are safe. He doesn't have, like, he has kill confirms, but he mainly has, like, kill confirms from Pill, and that's about it. He doesn't really have any other kill confirms. I mean, he has down tilt into up B, and he definitely has up B out of shield as an out of shield option, but it'll kill most characters at, like, later than 150 from center. But if you're like by the ledge or the edge, it'll be like what, 120, 115 depending on the character, midweight probably. He's still really bad though. His speed just holds him back so much. Falco, I think Falco's like just gotten really good. Like, honestly, what Larry has been doing with the character is just crazy, right? Like, he just sits there and he just combos people, and you're like, how? That's so crazy. Like the drag down fairs and all that. I've seen it. It's a very 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 combo character, but I think speed and recovery is what holds it. But I think Larry's like really just been putting the work in with the character. So yeah, they definitely deserve high mid. Before they were just a regular mid tier, but I think they moved up a little bit. As for Fox, Fox is a solid high tier. You know, solid frame data. He's fast. A lot of times he can just react to your DI and then punish you for DIing away or in or no DI. You know, he's just like, if somebody's really good at reacting, this Fox is definitely going to be the character they play, just generally because of, you know, Fox is just fast, good frame data, good moves. None of his combos are really true, but he can still whiff punish really well, and when he whiff punishes with dash attack at low percents, it can like lead into up airs, nairs, etc. He has like down tilt bear, and yeah. He can't really edge guard, but his recovery is also at the same time better than Falco's, because it goes farther. As for Ganondorf, I think Ganondorf is actually the worst in the game. I stand by that. If he's not the worst in the game now, he will be within a year or 2. As for Ness, high tier character, really good. Good frame data. His magnet, yeah, his magnet combos. Honestly, Best Ness is really, I personally think Best Ness is honestly just a masher, but at the same time, he does win. Like, I can't discredit the fact that he wins, because he still beats really good players and stuff like that. So yeah, you have Greninja, a lot of safe aerials, very easy combos, okay damage output, pretty decent recovery. You know, he has, like I said, he has some pretty easy combos, easy kill confirms, like down tilt into up smash. or you could do like dash attack, or no, like, yeah, just basically that. What I said. I don't really know much about the character. He's personally my worst character. I just don't know how to play him at all. Now Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon has moved up from the high mid, maybe even really top of mid, but he's moved up like a lot. I think he's mid, or not mid tier, high tier now, because just side B combos now. You know, Fatality, like, I think Fatality's really been like putting in the work and showing what the character can honestly do. Crazy damage output, crazy combos. Sometimes he can just kill you at 40 if you're by the ledge and you get like Nair 1. Like you get Nair 1 to the knee. And then with the new instant double jump attack, I saw some random combos. Which obviously the combos weren't true because combo counter, right? But you know, it's a concept that matters. The concept is like the most important part here, because he still has a lot of potential to grow in terms of combos and whatnot. Now as for Bowser, I also think Bowser is high tier. I think his speed really just makes up for his big body, his big hitboxes, you know, up B out of shield. Side B in general is just really good. Obviously, if it gets right, it's very punishable, but it kills pretty nice around the edges and stuff, and you can sometimes cheese people with it. Hero? Honestly, I'm really bad at fighting Hero, just because I don't know much about beating Hero, but I can solidly say Hero is a low tier. He doesn't really have good aerials because they're all very slow, and if you just like whiff punish them, because none of them are actually safe on shield. Nah, then yeah. Obviously down B stuff is cool, but when they nerfed Kamikaze, I think that really helped. Like, that really changed the character, because now it doesn't just instantly kill. But before that they had or no, even now they have what is it, Kaboom? I think it's Kaboom, the one that like goes and it's like this tiny little star thing, and then it explodes and it has this large ass wind box. Really annoying, kills at like 100, it's busted, I hate it. But then again, Hero also has like side B. Side B is really good. It does so much damage and it's just so fast. It's just a really good move in general. Obviously I'm talking about regular side B, like uncharged one, but charged one is kind of bad because he uses like 75 mana. So yeah. Ice climbers. What would I say about ice climbers? Because I know I've seen the, like, you know, the Twitter combos, but the only really decent player, or the player that's known, is like what is his name? It's Big D or something like that. I think it's Big D. Yeah, I think that's his name, and I know he also plays. Well, not also. He literally mains ice climbers. I've seen him do some really cool stuff in tournament, but I just don't think the characters have results. It just doesn't have the results to back it up. Like, obviously all those combos are cool, but they're very like situation specific. I don't know, honestly. As for Banjo, I'm thinking mid or low tier. But what I think Banjo's mid tier. You know, I think the character is honestly carried by Wonderwing. I think Wonderwing just plays a major part in this character. And because Wonderwing is just so good, there's like, it's Wonderwing. Like, what are you supposed to do? Obviously, if you shield it, you can punish it, but you know, it has like some confirms. It's good for recovery. It's good for reading rolls, spot dodges. Banjo is more of a zoner type character. Honestly, doesn't really have any edge guarding potential, but they can kind of do some cool sauce and ledge trapping with side B. I think the grenade. Honestly, but they just don't have many good kill options. Obviously, they have their berry, but they have to get in for a grab, and the whole point of this character is that you're trying to stay away because it's more of a zoner archetype. You know, Ike, I think Ike is high mid. I know people have been saying, or I've heard people say that Ike is high tier. I don't think Ike is high tier. I think his damage, or not his damage, his speed and his recovery are just so bad that it doesn't really matter, right? Like, obviously, if he's winning, like if he gets a stock lead, he can kind of just do retreating there, and there's almost nothing you can do about it because it's Ike, right? Like the second I'm not gonna say you can't approach Ike because fast characters like Wolf and like Crom, right? Fast characters like these are really gonna go in on Ike, and they're just not gonna. The same with Captain Falcon. They're just not gonna let him play the game. They're gonna keep him in disadvantage, and that's just how it's gonna go. There's just not much you can do about it as Ike. Which is why I don't think he's a high tier. I just don't think he can really compete with all the high tiers up here. But I think he stands a solid chance with the general amount of any character down here. Unless it's just a specifically bad matchup. But I don't think he's equal to any of these characters that'd be up here. Incineroar, one of the worst. He's definitely bottom 10. I don't know about bottom 5. Bayonetta? Oh, didn't I already? No, I didn't do Bayonetta. Bayonetta has moved up. Like, honestly, I think the buffs that made it harder to SDI uppy, I believe that's what happened. They made it harder to SDI the uppy and stuff, so it makes combos a lot more consistent and whatnot. I think this character is crazy. Obviously, it's nowhere near on the level of Smash 4 Bayo, but at the same time, you know, comboing somebody to 50% or even death, you know, like worst case scenario, they're just dead. But yeah, I think that they've really gone up and they're now in high mid tier. As for Inkling, you know, I think people kind of overrate Inkling because Inkling just really struggles to kill. And Inkling doesn't exactly have the best disadvantage. They just don't have much to get out of it, honestly. Joker, also one of the best. I don't think I genuinely have to explain why I think Joker is one of the best. He's Joker, dude. Good frame data, good combos. Arsene just is really good in general. It all the moves kill super early. Base Joker is like high mid tier, maybe bottom of high tier, but Red Joker with Arsene is easily top tier. As for Jigglypuff, I'm gonna go with low tier. Jigglypuff just loses to characters that can outrange Jigglypuff and just stop them from winning neutral and really capitalize on advantage state. So any character that can just dash back and then come back, right? Any character that can dash back and whiff punish him, which is basically every character, but that's basically how you play against Puff. You really don't ever want to just rush into Puff because Puff just has such large hitboxes. Like Pound is busted. That move hits so much. Same with Nair. You usually want to wait and try and punish the rising stuff. As for Ken, high tier. You know, combos, really like just combos in general. Safe, neutral. You know, you don't really have to approach much as Ken. There's some crazy combos that you can do, and the ledge trapping is just so good because like they can do down tilt, like maybe down tilt twice, then they can shield. Try and bait out a get up attack, and then they can just hit you for more damage, right? Alright, Echoes. Bowser Jr. I think Bowser Jr. is mid tier because the character just it still has a crazy damage output. Maybe not as crazy as in Smash 4, but it still has a pretty crazy damage output in this game. Up air combos, you know, just okay, you know. They don't really have anything that's too good, but the character struggles to kill, which is mainly the problem because they can build up damage, but unless you land like a bear or an edge guard, right? Or maybe like you might read somebody with a dash back, you know, just an F smash, stuff like that is what you would really need to do as this character. But other than that, I don't think there's really much they do. As for DDD, low tier. Actually, no, not low tier, because DDD is just so big. Like the character's just so big, and Gordo's just so easy to hit backwards. That is crazy, right? If you don't think that DDD is just bad off his disadvantage is really bad, he has strong-ish edge guarding because he can just sit there and double jump and then fair you, and it's gonna kill you, right? He has safe bear. I'm pretty sure full hop bear is safe. Pretty good. Or full hop landing bear, I mean. It's very safe. It has like no end lag, and it's crazy that it doesn't have end lag. But that's just the way the character is. It has Gordo ledge trapping, but the speed or character's speed and just lack of combos in general just hold it back. Not to mention disadvantage state and just how easy it is to lose neutral when you're playing such a big-bodied character. Now the same thing, however, cannot be said about K. Rool. You know why it can't be said about K. Rool? Because K. Rool has Nair, and Nair is busted. It has so much super armor. I don't know what they were thinking, but when they gave this character that much super armor on Nair, they really gave it Nair, you know? Like, it's a crazy move. Like, it breaks through anything. As long as you can get the move out, it will break through any combo. And obviously, K. Rool's just kind of bad because once you get past his wall of projectiles, if you're a character that can do really good edge guarding, like just sit on ledge and edge guard him, then you're probably gonna beat him. Honestly, it's not that hard to win neutral against this character. You just need to be careful, watch out for cheese, you know. Don't just rush in stupid and watch out for Nair, because Nair is really good. As for Kirby, I think Kirby's low tier, but like at the top, right? Like, I think Kirby is like at the top of low tier. I think Kirby is at the top of low tier because Kirby has a pretty good combo game, decent edge guarding, but the character kind of dies early and suffers from really low range, bad out of shield options and such. They have terrible airspeed, so you don't really want to be sitting in the air much as this character. What else? Kirby, usually with Kirby you just sit there and play on the ground. Yeah, you play most of the game on the ground, just going for down tilt, trying to poke with down tilts, doing F tilts, setting up for tech situations and such. That kind of stuff. Now as for Link, I feel like I'm inclined to put him in high tier. Just because, like, Link has some crazy combos that he can do with bomb, plus bomb recovery is pretty good. Decent zoning, decent combos. A lot of Link's moves are pretty laggy, but he has Nair, and he has probably one of the best, if not the best Nair in the game. It's just such a good move. And yeah. Now, as to Little Mac. Little Mac is not the worst in the game. Little Mac is probably like he's definitely better than all three of these, okay? He's gonna beat Incineroar because Incineroar can't deal with disadvantage. But well, I guess he's gonna beat Incineroar because he just has so many burst options that all Incineroar can do is shield, and Incineroar isn't gonna really be able to punish much of what Little Mac does. Because that's just the way Little Mac is designed. Now Lucario, I've since realized that Lucario is probably a pretty bad character. Really low damage output when you don't have Aura. But when you have Aura, like, you have stuff that kills at 60. I think Aura is kind of crazy. But, you know, there's just lack of combos in general. Just hold this character back. The airspeed is really good. You can do some pretty interesting mix-ups with Neutral B. It's pretty essential to his kit, honestly, to mix up your Neutral B and have really good control over area. But I don't think that this character really does anything anymore. He's just not good anymore. He just doesn't have the tools to compete with all the top tiers in the game now. Now, as for Lucas, I think at the moment this character is high mid tier. Why do I think this character is high mid tier and not mid? Because you have the Zero combos. I'm sure everybody has seen the Zero combos, alright? Everybody should know about the Zero combos. They have really good frame data, really good recovery, you know, like, really safe on shield moves, like I was saying, really good frame data, easy confirms, and even when the confirms aren't easy, the character has they have crazy conditioning, retreating PK fire. You can literally use PK fire to get out of disadvantage because it pushes you back really far off stage. You have like Neutral B, just a crazy amount of tools that this character has, and the only reason it's not better than Ness at the moment is just because the Lucas meta hasn't fully been developed in the combo game and neutral. Just the character in general hasn't been fully optimized yet. But I feel that when Lucas does fully get optimized, the character will easily be better than Ness. Okay, now Lucina. I think Lucina is really good. Like, I genuinely think Lucina is a good character. But my main problem is that Lucina doesn't actually have many combos. Just neutral. It's honestly just neutral with Lucina. That's all you get with Lucina. You get neutral. Lucina has a really good neutral because of safe aerials. Like you do safe fair. You can do rising nair, or you can do rising nair and then drift backwards, so it's harder to punish. You can try and poke at shields with down tilt. And if you're reading your opponent and you can just tell what they're about to do out of shield, a lot of times you can just stuff out their options. Or if they keep trying to do landing aerials, you can stuff them out in the air really easily. Character has solid edge guarding, struggles take characters that go below them because Dare is a really bad hitbox. It spikes on like one frame. And when it doesn't do that, when it doesn't spike on one frame, it just sends them straight up. So I don't know. I think it struggles to get vertical recoveries, but it can do okay against horizontal ones. Luigi, easily high tier, really good frame data, really fast moves, 0 to death, 50% combos, up B. I don't think I really have to explain why this character is good. They just have so much cheese, and the cheese is just so good. Obviously, I think DK personally has the best cheese in the game, but aside from DK, you have Luigi. Luigi is like the ultimate cheese character. He's just really good. As for this next top tier would be Mario. Mario's just really good. Crazy combo game. Really safe aerials. Good air acceleration. Movement speed. It's just a really good character in general. He loses to range, but at the same time, if he gets in, he can get in. Like he can combo you very, very hard. Like 50% maybe. He combos you really hard. It's a very good character. Marth, I think the character offline is high mid, but yeah, I'm tired sometimes. I think they struggle just like because at 0, if you don't tipper something at 0, it's punishable. If you try and fair somebody at 0 and it doesn't tipper, it's punishable. That's how little the hit stun is. So you really have to like work on when you want to land your tippers and when you don't. But other than that, the character's kind of solid. Same as Lucina, except with tippers. But the tippers are kind of inconsistent. Even with the tipper buff that they did, like they made the tippers slightly bigger, like ever so slightly bigger. It's just not enough, honestly. As for Mega Man, I think Mega Man is also a high tier. There's a lot of high tiers. I might have to move some of these up here. As for Mega Man though, I think Mega Man has really good Mega Man's just good. Like honestly, Mega Man is just good. He doesn't necessarily have really good frame data, but he's really good at zoning. He has pellets. Pellets are really annoying. He has crazy combos like side B. He has shield break setups, edge guarding with down B, solid recovery. He does the zoner archetype very well, and I think that's why he's high tier. He has a ton of moves to keep you out. He just does what he's supposed to, and he's good at it. As for Meta Knight, I think Meta Knight's a mid tier character, cause the way Meta Knight works, if I'm being honest here, is they either combo you to death and you die at like 40, or you end up living till 160. That's just how this character is. I love watching Abadango play this character. He's just so cool. He's so good with them too. But even he has to have another character, which is why he also plays Inkling, right? Character's just not solo mainable. Not that good, honestly. They have stuff, but their stuff is only like available at a specific window, and when you can't get it at that window, they just live forever. As for Mewtwo, high mid, good combos, Shadow Ball. Obviously the tail hurt box is really it's just bad. It's so bad sometimes. But the tail, Obviously, I think the tail is just a whack thing. Obviously, it needs to have a hitbox, but it doesn't need to be like that much of the tail, right? They could reduce it a little bit. But aside from that, the character has good tools, good neutral mix-ups. The reason the character isn't up here is just because it doesn't have the same like level of stuff that these characters have. Like these characters all have speed. They all have like either really good. They all have either decent recoveries, good combo games, really good neutral, good advantage state. Mewtwo is similar to Mario in terms of having a decent of everything, but at the same time he's Mewtwo. He can easily be outranged. As long like on moves like Fair, you can outrange Fair, you can outrange Nair, right? He doesn't have many safe on shield grounded moves. He only has one safe on shield aerial. He can try and cross up with Nair, but I'm pretty sure that's still punishable as most characters. High mid-tier character for sure. As for me fighter, me brawler, I think me brawler is the best one. If you think it's me gunner, I think you're crazy, because me brawler is just really good at comboing. The fact that you can just customize the kit is just amazing, right? Because you can give it some pretty interesting like can have some pretty interesting things, different confirms with different moves, you know. The ball thing that he throws, the neutral B, that's really good off stage. It's really good at killing. It's just good in general, right? I think this character is high mid, maybe out towards the top of mid. Something like that, right? Isabelle, one of the worst characters in the game. Just the character archetype just doesn't fit well in this game. Honestly, they don't have enough good stuff to compete with other characters, and Isabelle's only good thing is stage control. And I guess Isabelle has a pretty decent combo game. Like they have some cool confirms. They have the Wobel, which is just the Isabelle Jab Infinite. I've tried to do it. It's pretty hard. I don't know. I just could never do it. Me Gunner, mid tier. Not better than me Brawler, but second best. The worst I think is this character. Me Sword Fighter. I think he's really bad. As for Min Min, I think Min Min is high tier. Character has really high damage combos. They can easily send you to die at like 40%. But when the character gets in disadvantage state, it's very hard to get out. They can get edge guarded fairly easily. So it's just one of those types of characters where they have really good advantage, but bad disadvantage. Except this character can control the stage really well, and they have 2-frame. So yeah, really a high tier character for sure. It's one of those characters where I've never actually played him, but from what I've heard, it's very fun to play Min Min, but it's so not fun to play against Min Min. You just have to play around everything, and you find it very, very hard to have fun playing the character. Game & Watch, best of the best. Good combos, good neutral, good smash attacks, you know. Obviously, they don't have the highest killing moves, but like if you can land a down smash, sweet spot, forward smash, near ledge, you know, they're probably going to die at around 120, honestly. They can keep people in disadvantage pretty well. Their nair is pretty decent. They have grab combos to like what, 40? Pac-Man, high tier, maybe even top tier. Very good character. They just do tons of stuff good. They have really good zoning. You can do some really interesting and cool plays as this character. But aside from that, you know, their disadvantage is kind of eh. Recovery is also kind of eh. Because you can punish some of it. Like you can kind of mess up the recovery sometimes, but you can't always beat the recovery. Because sometimes it just don't work like that, right? Pac-Man is just one of those characters, you know, really good zoning. Disadvantage could be worse, but I think if you really want to capitalize something, it's your advantage, and then when they're off stage, just ledge trapping in general. Because I've seen T, trust me, I've seen the Pac-Man players. Some of them are just crazy. They just do stuff, and you're like, what are they doing? Why are they doing that? That's so crazy, and it's just like that, right? One of those crazy characters that has a lot of layers of depth, and I'm pretty sure more and more stuff is just going to keep getting discovered. Palu, easily a top tier. Good nair, good combos, good kills, dash attack, good whiff punishing, good recovery, teleport cancels. You know, the character just has a lot of stuff, but if you can just beat them in neutral and out damage them, a lot of times you're just gonna win, honestly. It's a good character, very, very solid, but I don't think Palutena is just gonna is gonna stay super high as the game goes on. You know, I think other characters like Peach and Pikachu are just gonna go higher. They're just gonna continue to get better. Whereas there's not gonna be much meta development for Palutena because she's not really getting anything new. Pichu, I think Pichu's high tier, really good combo game, dare loops, basically the same edge guarding as Pikachu except you don't have quick attack, which you know that's whatever I guess, right? Pichu also can kind of sauce on people, I'm not gonna lie. Really good killing aerials, very fast, good whiff punishing and stuff. Just a decent character in general. I think the thing that really kills Pichu literally is its weight and outranging. Because with Pikachu, you can't really outrange Pikachu's fair because his fair is just really good. But you can outrange most of Pichu's moves because they don't have that large hitboxes. Except for like Dare. Dare is a really big hitbox. Pikachu, I think Pikachu's best in the game. The reason I think Pikachu is best in the game is because Pikachu has so much potential, like just so much potential as a character. Very good edge guarding, very good neutral, very good combos. The character struggles to kill a little bit, but aside from that, they can do everything else in neutral really well. They have good kill confirms like Nair into up smash, Nair into down smash, good edge guarding. If you watch Esam, you know that he's been doing up air chains. Up air chains, right? Oh no, up air bridges. Up air bridges are really good. I think they're really meta developing. Like they're really gonna change the character when people start actually labbing this and stuff. Easily, I think it's the best character. As for Olimar, high mid tier, really like this character kind of has some broken frame data, right? You know, good combos, crazy damage output, crazy combos. It's just very hard to like when you're losing as Olimar, it's really hard to come back. And if somebody just figures out magically, you know, if someone just adapts, like they really adapt to how to beat Olimar, and they just continuously push their advantage because Olimar has terrible disadvantage, and the recovery of Olimar is pretty close. It's basically on like the same level as where's the guy? Had Stuckhead over here, except his goes farther, so it's technically a better recovery. Pikmin are really good. They have tons of depth and stuff. You know, I just think you can really do a lot with the character. But they just can't compete with all these high and top tiers. As for Piranha Plant, low tier, pretty bad disadvantage in general. They have like Patui. Patui is really good. I can't deny that. Patui is really good. They have side B. The character just has a lot of cheese, but once you get them in disadvantage, or if your character has a really good spike, you're just gonna beat them, right? It's really just a matter of winning neutral. Regular pit. I think regular pit is the best pit. Because I think aiming arrows is just significantly more important than having slightly stronger ones. Pokemon trainer, top tier character, really good, really just good all around. Obviously each Pokemon has their own weaknesses and whatnot, but just cause like they're supposed to be used all together, right? So Squirtle's gonna combo you really well, Ivysaur is going to edge guard pretty decently, and Charizard is gonna like you switch to Charizard if you're getting really high as Squirtle or Ivysaur, or you want to try to get a kill. Or you might do it at the start of a stock so that way you can do back throw, back air. Something like that, right? Richter. Low tier character has a terrible disadvantage, terrible recovery. Really, the hardest part about this character is breaking the zone. Because once you break their zone, they can't do anything. They have no get off me options. And it's just as simple as that. There's just nothing they can really do against characters that can get in really hard, which is why they're so bad. Not to mention they have low speed. They're just really slow in the air and slow in general. What they do well is like ledge trapping and just stage control in general, but like I said, once you get past all of that, they become a shell. They become so bad. Ridley, I think Ridley is a mid-tier character. Yeah, I think Ridley's just really good, honestly. Rob, top tier. Not the top. Rob is just, he's good. He has really good combos, really good neutral. I think he can struggle to kill sometimes, but at the same time, if you can find a down tilt into the gyro near ledge or something like that, crazy combo potential and whatnot. Like the character can really, they can put in work if you know what I'm talking about, right? Robin, mid tier. Character has bad disadvantage. The recovery is a little bit exploitable. Like the general amount of zoners once you just break past the wall, and they don't need, like, this character doesn't even have really fast aerials. Obviously, what's it called, the sword, like the Leffen's sword, something like that. The strong sword, the one that's like golden, not the bronze one. The bronze one's trash. The other one is very good. It's just so good. It kills so early. It does so much damage. It's just crazy, right? Now, what else? What else do we have to talk about here? Rosalina and Luma, mid tier. Honestly, I just don't. I think the character's hitbox or hurtbox is really large, so they get comboed really easily. It's very easy to kill Luma, and yeah, it's just not that good of a character. They have like some very interesting combos, good ledge trapping. They can edge guard pretty well too. Nice large hitboxes, good disjoints, poking tools and whatnot. But they still can't compete with the majority of characters, which is why they end up getting put into mid tier. Because it's not necessarily that everything they have is bad. It's just for how light the character is and how large the hurtbox actually is, they're just not that good. Rory, top tier. Crazy combos. Side B is very good. Crazy confirms. Crazy damage output. The character is just very good. The only place he really struggles in is recovery and disadvantage, but he's not even that floaty, right? So his disadvantage is still just going to be fast fall, air dodge. But yeah, as for Ryu, I think Ryu is also high tier. As a matter of fact, I think Ryu is better than Ken. Like a significant amount, not like significant, but like a fair amount better than Ken, just because he has like the red fireball. The Tatsumaki. Tatsumaki is really good. It's so much better than what Ken has at controlling space that Ryu just doesn't have to approach. Ryu has good combos, good damage output. His aerials aren't the best, but like he has at least his fair kills, right? He can combo up air into Shoryu. He can do up tilt Shoryu like any other character. He has shield break setups. You can do like F tilt, like the tiny kick thing, the light F tilt one. You can do light F tilt into hard F tilt, which will literally break the shield, or you can do jab, 1-2 and then cancel that into F tilt. That'll break shields really easily. Samus basically going on the same level as, they're like the same character, both high tier, pretty good. Okay, then as for Sheik, I think Sheik is either near the bottom of high tier or somewhere in high mid, because the problem that Sheik has is damage output and killing, which are pretty important, but at the same time the character has really good combos, frame data, and if you can land bouncing fish combos, most characters are gonna die at around 60. Very good character, just the things that they struggle with really hold them back. Shulk, I think Shulk is top tier. Because what Shulk does is Shulk is gonna sit there, right? Shulk is gonna sit there. He's gonna space aerials, and there's nothing you can do about it. you have to push his disadvantage and bad recovery so much, but when you try to push his disadvantage, you can just put on Shield Art and it doesn't matter what you do. He has Smash, that'll kill people at like 80, 90. Really, like, it's very scary. Then he has Buster, which is good for combos. You can do like a 40% combo with it. All his Monado arts are just really good. This is an Echo Fighter. Everybody likes Richter. Nobody likes you, Simon. Snake, top tier. A very good damage output, good neutral. They can really like zone. Like you don't like well you do kind of have to play them a little campy, but they have really cool setups and like tech reads with or no tech chases with grab. And there's just some really cool stuff you can do, insane plays. The character has a lot of depth that you can just like really freely explore the character, and they can just do so much. Sonic, high tier character, fastest in the game, decent combos, spin dash, just all the B moves in general. Just, I don't think I really gotta explain it. Sonic is just good. As for Terry, I think Terry's mid tier. I think Terry's weaknesses just hold him back so much because he doesn't really have good neutral. He has very weak neutral, but a crazy combo game. I think he's kind of carried by Go, but if you can get early kills off, like off stage, and you can just edge guard him, it doesn't matter, right? If you kill him before he gets Go, it doesn't matter what he tries to do. But the problem with Go is that it just has that intimidation factor. It's very scary. Toon Link, I used to think Toon Link was like probably the best one, but now I think Toon Link is honestly the worst. Toon Link, like high mid, just more of an average type character. They can do some stuff. They got some confirms, some back air confirms. And yeah, just an interesting character. As for Villager, people say Villager is mid tier, and I think Villager is like bottom of mid tier because he still has like some of the same weaknesses as Isabelle, except Isabelle can't do anything. Like Isabelle doesn't have any cheese. She has down B and Rod, which Rod has tons of end lag, and down B can be destroyed by most characters pretty easily. Wario, easily a top tier character. Waft is crazy good, crazy combo game. They can struggle to kill, but then at the same time, usually by about last stock, you get Waft. There's nothing else that you really need to say. A Wii Fit Trainer, very decent character. Crazy combos. I think down B, deep breathing is so good. It's so good. Ledge camping is good. The Sun Salute doesn't kill. It's not the best killing move, but it's pretty good. It's fair. It's a pretty good move, and it heals at full charge. Character just has crazy stuff in general. You know, they're just kind of good, but they're not like a top tier good. They're like zoner. They're one of the better zoners. As for Wolf, Wolf is top tier. Everybody knows Wolf is top tier because he's Wolf. Wolf is so good, dude. He has bad ground mobility, but his air mobility is just so good. He has such good air mobility, and he has crazy combos. He has laser. I think. Hold on, I'm gonna take off my sweater. I think he has very good everything. I mean, his ground speed isn't that bad, but even then his grounded moves are still pretty good. Like F tilt, pretty good move. Down tilt can trip. Up tilt can kill, but up tilt's really not that useful. I mean, you have it, but it's not the most useful. The thing you really like to use is like laser and his projectiles. Wait, not like laser and his aerials. I mean, Yoshi, high tier character. A lot of what Yoshi does is just kind of mashing, but Yoshi has like that free flow type of game, and they have really easy combos, easy strings, decent kill power, some cheese. They can really just do a lot. Now as for Young Link, I think Young Link falls about here. Because Young Link has really good zoning. And while Young Link has very good zoning, his disadvantage is kind of whack. He has a pretty bad recovery. His bomb recovery isn't as good as Link's, or it's just not as good as Link's. But he's better because he has just like more options, right? Because of how fast Arrow is. Just there's more aerials and combos you can get in general with the character. As for Zelda, mid tier, probably somewhere about right there. Definitely, I think Zelda is better than Robin, but a little worse than Mii Gunner, because the way Zelda is Zelda has Lightning Kick. Lightning Kick is really good. I can't deny that. Lightning Kick is amazing. It's just an amazing move. But the problem with Lightning Kick is that it doesn't, like, you can't always get it. It's just not possible. You can't always get Lightning Kick. And if you can do the tech where you can hide behind Phantom, that's really good. That's like really good for the character. I think that's probably one of the best things you can be, like, you can practice as this character. I think it will eventually just become essential to the kit. If you want to play the character, you just got to learn how to do that. Because people are just gonna start being really good at reacting, and you're gonna start getting punished a lot. Now, Zero Suit Shamus. I love Zero Suit. Zero Suit is so top tier. Character has crazy advantage state, crazy edge guarding, crazy combos. She either kills you at 30 or she kills you at 100 with a back air, because the character has really good jump speed, down beat. Everything this character has is good. The character is designed to tech chase you, even just the way the moves work, right? You know, they just good combos, right? Flip kick is so good. It kills at like 80 ledge. It's just very good character. Now let me order these a little bit. Do I think Mario is better than Pokemon Trainer? Yes. I think Mario goes a little even with Squirtle. Maybe Mario. I think Mario beats Squirtle. Does Mario beat Game & Watch? Game & Watch has disjoints, but Game & Watch is also very light, so they're gonna die to the up airs. And I think this is actually fine. I think this is okay. I think maybe Wario goes up here and up here, but I think that's fine. As for this, I think Fox is better than all of these characters. Any characters down here, I think Fox is better than. I think Luigi goes a little more right here. I think this is okay. I think Ike is the best high mid tier. Then you have, or no, Sheik. You have Sheik. So you have Sheik, Ike, Lucas, Pit, Falco. Falco's pretty good. Wii Fit Trainer, Dark Pit, Mewtwo. I think this character can go ahead right there. I think that's where they belong. I think Terry's more up here. Better. Also better. I think Bayonetta is the worst one here, honestly. I think there's nothing wrong with this. That's probably about right. Actually, no, he belongs down here too. I think this needs to go down here. Here goes up here. Jigglypuff also moves down here. Kirby, I think that's fine, honestly. I honestly think that's fine. Villager, worst mid tier, I think that's about right. As for the best mid tier, DK goes up some. I don't know why they did that. DK goes up some. Banjo's a little bit better. That's actually about right. I think a lot of these characters are just better than Meta Knight, so let's just move Meta Knight down. That's about right. So yeah, this is my tier list. Yeah, I think that's about right. Nothing looks to be that bad. Looks to be just about right to me. So yeah, that's my tier list. Let me save this. Take this and post this on Twitter later. Thanks for watching, guys.